President Mohamed Bazoum said he appealed to Junta to allow his son return back to school, but they refused. Abdul Salami says, wow, so Abdul Salami Abubakar is back from Niger Republic actually, and now he's releasing the discussion they had with the ousted President Bazoum Mohamed. The thing they discussed bit by bit. Now, the bit Abdul Salami Abubakar is releasing now is from the Bazoum. Bazoum is saying that he appealed to the military junta in Niger to allow his son get back to school, but they refused the appeal. Of course, this is an abnormal situation. That is the truth. So according to Sun newspaper, the former head of State General Salami Abubakar, retired, recently went back to Niger Republic to help facilitate the peaceful return of democracy in the country after a military coup removed President Mohamed Bazoum from power. Abdul Salami and his team engaged in discussions with the military rulers for several hours to determine the next step. Upon his return from Niger, he visited the presidential villa in Abuja to update President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on the meeting's outcome. In an interview with BBC Hausa service, he shared some of the topics addressed during the meetings, and discussions, the factors contributing to military intervention in democratic governance in Africa. Can you imagine? So why will he, after talking to President Siavi, he goes to BBC Hausa to talk? Why not talk on NTA to Nigerians? That is it. Why not speak at NTA for Nigerians? These are old fools that have caused problem in this country. So after talking to Tinubu at Aso Rock, then you go to BBC Hausa. Why not go to NTA to update Nigerians? Because our problem I have with this man that called himself Abdul Salam Abubakar, he is the chairman of the Nigerian Reconciliation Committee that was putting this right ahead of the election for peace to reign, but they could not have grip of anything in Nigeria. Bazoum complained about his son who had come for holidays and was unfortunately caught up in the situation, resulting in both of them being detained by the soldiers. Bazoum appealed to the soldiers to allow his son to return to school so he could continue his education while they deal with the issues. The request was taken to the soldiers, but unfortunately they did not respond positively. However, it was learned that Bazoum's doctor were granted access to him and were providing him with the necessary medication as requested. His overall well-being, including his feelings, has also improved, which was evident during their visit. Wow. Furthermore, General Abdulsalami Abubakar mentioned that Bazoum's situation has significantly improved compared to what they had heard a few weeks ago during their initial visit to Niger after the coup. However, Bazoum requested that the electricity be restored in his house as he had been without it for a long time. Unfortunately, the soldiers refused to fulfill this request unless Nigeria reconnects their power source. Despite this, they were happy to have been granted access to Bazoum and had some interactions with him. In the presence of the soldiers, Bazoum expressed his frustration with the humiliation he had endured during this period. Okay, so why is he frustrated with the humiliation? Has the people of Niger not been humiliated enough, and he himself and his family have been living in affluence? Okay, so it shouldn't be humiliated. My problem is that this so-called Islam Abubakar has always been the chairman of the Reconciliation Committee to make sure there's peace between each political party in Nigeria, but he didn't do anything. All the things they guarded against, they spoke about to ensure that there will be relative peace during election. All of that did not work. Okay, APC, Junta, and INEC have marred the election with violence almost across the country. But this man did not say anything wrong about that and did not say anything about it, which is very, very bad. Actually very, very sad. Okay. Somebody says, so your child deserves education, Abi. Junta, please allow Mosquito to deal with him mercilessly. Abi, he needs his child to go to school. What about millions of Nigerians that are not having access to school, education? What will happen to them? So he needs light, Abi. The government of Nigeria that have been aligning with you has cut off the light. So tell them to return the light, they will give you light. Simple. The soldiers are behaving just like any other kidnappers to detain a sitting president like a common criminal. Let the old man be treated with respect and dignity, not really. Those days of military adventure into State House by force are gone. Okay? Undress into civilian clothing and join politics. Now, English they speak. Let them have a feel of what they're doing to the common man. So who be this one again? Abi, you forget your sense for kitchen. Abi, stop talking nonsense. You are wise, but only we the wise realize that. What is wise there? I think the new leader of Niger should, as a matter of urgency, remove all the mosquito net and let the stupid man enjoy how mosquito used to bite poor people in that country. Exactly. Exactly. Nigeria, they don't even know that other countries are going to get the same treatment very soon. Eh? General, please, did you support his request? Why will his son return to school when other students in the country are facing the suffering of sanctions from different countries? Is his son more important than the majority of students? If he governed well, all this event in his country wouldn't have been. Okay, for now, everything is under sanctions, including his son's education is under sanction. Cannot be small thing, you know. Is it the same kind of school that your regime frustrated people from attending? Withdrawing due to attending it, withdrawing due to bad governance? So that is it. He has messed up and now he needs to feel the pain of what his government has caused Nigerians. So why should he go back to school when your government has made it difficult for other children to go to school? He should go and learn handwork, bagam. Obviously, he never said anything yet. All these bad presidents that think they can just do anything they like and expect the public to accept everything hook, line, and sinker, I think they are just, making the biggest of mistakes because it's not going to be business as usual. From all the comments I have here, it's obvious that people are happy with the treatment the old man is receiving with his family because they have inflicted pains on more millions of Nigerians, okay, than anybody could imagine. So he wanted to be living in affluence with his 5 million children while the rest Nigerians are suffering. Kudos to the military junta. I think he's just doing the bidding of the people. See? Doing the bidding of the people. And there's nothing he can do about it. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comment about this Mohamed Bazoum begging the military junta to allow his son to go to school when the rest of Nigerians are not in school.